YouTube, what's up? If you want to add range to your shot like this, you need to watch this video. Cash. I'm going to give you 3 drills today that are going to increase your shooting range. Before we get in the drills, let me talk to you about what it actually takes to have longer range. Number 1, look at some of the best shooters in the world right now. Steph Curry, Trae Young, Dame Lillard. They all shoot from deep. And if you look at their bodies, not huge guys, don't have massive legs. They don't jump super high on their shots. So we have to understand that shooting from deep is not all about strength. So if it's not about jumping high, if it's not about leg strength, what is it about? Well, really, it's about shot flow. So the way that the ball comes up your body and the timing of which the ball comes up and you snap and release, all of that matters more than your shot strength. And I'm not saying that legs and popping off the floor have nothing to do with it. It definitely does. But if you have good leg strength and you're still not getting the ball to the rim from deep, we know that there's a problem. So really, a good shot has 3 points. You have a dip point where the ball comes down. Mine's right about my mid-waist, my belly button. And from there, we go to position number 2, which is your set point. This is where we start to get underneath the ball, and then we have a release point up top. Start with that dip point. In order for us to have enough momentum to get the ball there, we will have to dip the ball. Now, you don't want to dip the ball below your knees, but like I said, mid-waist, belly button, we need to drive that ball down so we have enough spring and enough momentum to go back up in the air. And now after that dip, we want to make sure that the ball is coming up before our body is coming up. We don't want to go dip, body, then ball, because now we're losing our momentum. So again, after that dip point, we're starting to get underneath the ball, and that's going to bring us to position 2, which is our set point. And most long distance shooters have a lower set point. What I mean by that is that they're not setting the ball over their head and then releasing the ball. A lot of good shooters, especially ones that shoot from deep, are right at that eyebrow or they're right at that cheekbone, so they can get underneath the ball and have this elbow springed up so they can push even harder. After I get to that set point, now we're going to get to position 3, which is our release point. Obviously, it's important that we keep everything straight. Our guide hand isn't pushing one way or the other. We're not losing any momentum or energy, and we follow through straight at the rim. Okay, drill number 1, you get yourself a chair, put it right in the middle of the paint, close to the rim. What we're going to work on is that low set point and be able to push straight in the air and making sure our set point to our release point stays straight, and that we can drive enough energy and spring our elbow up to that shot. So I'm sitting at the end of the chair, I'm sitting upright, I'm gonna get to my set point, lower it a little bit, get my elbow springed, and then just shoot straight up in the air. Again, this drill right here is just for that upper part. We're trying to get our lower set point here and get really good at driving and springing that elbow up so we can get some more power on the ball. The second drill is going to be no jumps, and you guys heard us talk about this drill a ton. So basically what you do is you take your form shot and we go to the mid-range. It's in the name, we can't jump. We're shooting mid-range shots without jumping. I can still use my legs, and what we're working on is that flow up into our shot and the timing of the ball and our body going down and back up. Again, we're in the mid-range. I can't jump, I can use my legs. I'm just starting with that downward energy and flowing back up into my shot. So let's say you guys are gonna start these no jump drills and you haven't done them yet. Here's what you do. You start close and you start right where you would do your normal form shots. And I would make 2 in a row from here. And as soon as I make 2 in a row, then I can start to scoot back. I'm gonna make 2 more in a row, scoot back, 2 more in a row, scoot back, until I find my limit. And if you miss 3, 4 in a row, then you know that's probably your distance. So again, what we're doing here is trying to perfect that flow up into our shot. Like we talked about, some of the best shooters in the world, they're not jumping super high. They jump a little bit off the ground, but it's more about the timing of which the ball comes up their body. So I've done no jumps for a long time. I'm actually out here on the 3-point line, and this is where I'm comfortable going into my shot flow without jumping and making my shot. So again, these no jumps are great for adding range. Imagine when you finally get to pop off the ground again, plus you have that great shot flow, it's gonna add to your range. Okay, the third drill. Let's say I added all those other drills in my routine. Now we're here. What we're gonna do is shoot normal 3s, and I have to make 2 in a row. As soon as I make 2 in a row, I take a step back. I gotta make 2 in a row again. If at any point I miss 2 in a row, I got to scoot back up to that previous spot. So again, I'm shooting normal range 3s. I shoot my first one. If I make that, again, I'll just grab my rebound. I got to make 1 more. If I miss, that's okay because I have another miss left. If I make that one, now here's the important part. I got to find a little bit deeper spot. If I have more room on the court, I can do multiple spots. For me, I have less space, so I'll take a bigger step back. Now I'm a little bit deeper, shoot that one. If I make that one, I got to do it again. Trying to find that same spot, shoot another one. So if I make that one, again, I'm just trying to scoot back and find my limit. Now we're scooting back even more. That one's definitely deep. So I missed that one. Now, here's the important part. It's okay if I miss one, but if I go back to this spot and I miss another one, like that, then I'll have to scoot back up to that previous spot. So not starting all the way over, just going back here, trying to make 2 more in a row. If I make 2 in a row again, I graduate. I get to scoot back and try again. So just to recap, if you want to shoot from deeper, you're going to have to lower your set point. You're going to have to get really good at shot flow up the body and the timing of which you release, snap your hips, snap your ankles, all of those things. And then you're going to have to work on adding range. Those no jumps and those 2 in a row step backs are going to be your best bet. Get in the gym, work on your range, subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave us a comment, let me know what kind of video you want to see next. Let's get it.